All right, we're going to continue looking at transformations. So now we've got a half to the x graphed. We're going to move to the right 2. We're going to move up 1. So up 1 is what I'm going to sketch first. I'm going to move my asymptote up to y equals 1. And then I'm going to take this point and go up 1 and to the right 2. I know that normally I would have the point -1, 2. So I'm going to go up 1 and then right 2. This is at 4, right 1, up 2. And there's my graph. So same shape, just moved up 1, right 2. My domain stays all reals. My range is now y is greater than 1. All right, let's look at this one. We've got a graph that's an exponential function. I have a vertical stretch, and I need to figure out the base. I've got 2 points, so I'm going to plug in those 2 points and make a system of equations. -2 equals c times k to the 0. Well, that means that -2 must be my c value because k to the 0 is 1. So now plugging in my next point, I'm going to have -6 over 5 equals -2 times k to the first. I'm going to move that -2 to the other side, and I'll get 3/5 is my base value. So remember, our base doesn't have to be an integer. It's okay that it's a rational number. It just has to be greater than 0. So in the end, this equation, y equals -2 times 3/5 to the x. Let's see what's next. All right, we've got another one. This time we've got 3 unknowns. The p is the easiest though. Remember, this is my vertical shift. So it looks like this graph has been moved up 2 if I think of a normal exponential function. So the p value must be 2. I know from my instructions of write down that the answer should be easy and obvious because that's a write down instruction. Find the values means that there's going to be some work involved. So now in B, I'm going to use my 2 points to help me figure out what the m and n values are. So 5 equals m times n to the 0 plus 2. That means that m must be 3. Now I'm going to use this one. 8 equals 3 times n raised to the -½ power plus p. So that's plus 2. So 6 divided by 3 must be 2. So 2 equals n to the -½ power. I know that a -½ power is the same as 2 equals 1 over n. The half means square root. Therefore, my n value must be 1/4. I could keep going with this algebraically. I could say root n equals 1/2. Moving things around, that's where I got that 1/4 from. So y equals 3 times 1/4 to the x power plus 2. I knew this was exponential decay, which helped me know that my base must have been a value that was between 0 and 1. So I can help myself to see if things make sense by looking back at my equation and reflecting on it.